Hey, this is Soko and this is Wildstar Beta. The frame rates of the game are in the top right hand corner. I have been getting some FPS issues like other people. The game is poorly optimized in the beta. I've done some things to try and improve it, such as running it at DirectX 9, although the game will run at DirectX 10 and 11 in the full. I'll show you the video settings. So default, I've got texture quality at medium. Shadows on medium, although I tend to turn those down. In this game it doesn't really affect the visual quality that much from what I've noticed. And there's the other settings. The other thing you can do to improve frame rates is turn the view distance down. You can see in the game behind the interface what happens when you do this. So it looks a lot prettier at high, but I don't believe you'll ever play with view distance on max on a laptop, to be honest, or not a small laptop like this one. So let's turn it down to about there, and let's put that down to there and see how well that runs. So the frame rates are just under 30 at this level. I was having random drops down to about 10 to 18 when running at DirectX 11. Hopefully won't still have that issue now, although it's going down to about 22. Stun these guys. The combat system is really cool in this game. You've got these kind of telegraph poles, as you can see from what I'm doing, so I've got to try and aim it so that they fall within it. They've also got their own targets. Whoa, I have to get out of that one. So a lot of good fun. The games look similar. This is noticed by a lot of people. That obviously looks similar to World of Warcraft. That is kind of true. This is more of a sci-fi kind of feel to it. But I really enjoy the combat. Although I won't be buying this MMO, I've got way too many MMOs to play, such as Elder Scrolls Online and the aforementioned World of Warcraft. So let's play around with the graphical settings and see what we can do. So if we turn it up to high, let's see how well it looks. We'll turn shadows up. Cluster density looks better on high if you can. Small object detail. I'll show you that in a second, that's quite funny. So again, around 30 FPS, drop down to 18 then at high. The game does look a lot prettier though. It may, when it's optimized for the full game, may look a lot, may run better at high. Although, look at that, down to about 10 FPS, you can't play that, and that's glitching out there. In fact, I've noticed a lot of creatures in the water glitch out. So let's put that back to medium. You can tell whether or not there are underlying FPS issues by putting everything down to low and seeing what happens to the FPS, because if you put the graphic settings really low, which I'll do now to ultra low, there should be no real FPS drop. See, the very fact it goes from 54 down to 20 for there's no real reason, then you know there's underlying optimization issues. But let's put the graphic settings back up again. So back onto normal. There we go, that's better. I find it quite strange for them to release an unoptimized beta, to be honest, because the word beta has kind of changed in the last couple of years. A beta used to be to test the game and look for bugs and that kind of stuff and fix it. And while that's still the case, I believe developers have made betas a kind of like a demo or a trial of the game, to get people interested in buying the full release, especially for MMOs. A lot of money is put into MMOs, and what they don't want is a slow release, i.e. people, low populated servers, that kind of stuff. So they let people have a go before the game kicks off to try and get some interest, especially when the game costs a lot of money actually to begin with, depending on where you go. I believe Elder Scrolls Online was £60 in a lot of retailers, which is a huge amount of money for a game. So they try to snag you there to at least get some of their money back in case you don't subscribe more. Let's do some more combat. So frame rate dropping slightly there again. Oh, don't know where those monkeys came from. Let's get my big guns out. Do you know what? I really can't remember what class I'm playing. Oh, medic. You kind of have these defibrillators. Well, they look like defibrillators, which I think is really cool. It's nice to play a game. Well, an MMO, turn its graphical settings down a bit. Class density, put that on to low. There we go. It's nice to play a game where they They're not, you know, humans, dwarfs, elves, and all that stuff. It's nice to actually play. Well, I'm playing a robot. There's some really cool, wacky designs. It does look. I love that detailing. I love it. That kind of style of character. But there's that FPS problem that I just can't get around, which is why I won't. Well, another reason why I won't be buying the game at release, and I'll wait and see what happens. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you do buy the game, I hope you really enjoy it and have a lot of fun with it. And take care.